We're back in Group A of TeD Cup 9, $3,750 on the line here. One of the bigger Chinese tournaments there are. After all these show cups, we finally have some more competition here without off-racing or whatever. And now we find ourselves in the winner bracket final. We were really close to seeing Lin in the lower bracket, which is almost unheard of. So let's see. Sok was super dominant versus Soin. What a game from the WSB winner of last week, or this week actually. But now he's facing a whole different beast. Lin is the war chief for a reason. And you saw how he, on map 2 and map 3, pretty much demolished Chemico, but he's not without flaws here today. And Sok seems to be in crazy shape. So can he take over Lin as well and win the group after his WSB victory? It's not that easy, but if someone can do it, then it's probably Sok, so let's go. He is currently the strongest human in the world. And here, it seemed like he had a little bit more variety than Chemico had. With that Beastmaster second, with different timings. But we already see a little bit of a difference. Chemico went for 2 farm, Sok goes for 3 farm. And with that, maybe a little more footman, maybe more aggressive play from him. Wait. Is he expanding? That madman. A strategy we haven't seen today at all. In 2 human versus orc matches. He was probably looking at Lin's 2 games on Northern Isles versus Chemico. Well, Lin was going for the reliable level 2 creep route, and that's exactly what Lin is doing here as well. And that's of course time to creep this expo. Ring +4, not the greatest, but level 2 immediately. Okay, whole different game. Again, Sok with a whole new strategy here today. This is of course nothing that we've never seen ever, but it might throw up Lin quite a bit. Again, watch awards, but no level 2, so much of reliable level 2. And 3 footmen into harass. This is not easy to deal with when you're Lin. He knows, of course, hey, you're level 2 already? That can only mean 2 things, and since your inventory shows the ring of protection, I know that you got your expo cleaned. And Lin knows that he's under pressure. The later he attacks, the weaker this push is. And so far, Sok is paying nothing for the second base. But can he hold it until it paid off? And can he catch up in tech at some point? Human fast expansion, quite expensive, thanks to power build. Lin is already teching at 60%, and then he has to make a choice whether he wants to follow it up with his own second base or with Mass Wyvern, Mass Raider play. Sok did this to focus and Reju Cup, I think it was. And his expo was broken 4 out of 5 times. Boots? Yes, boots indeed. So this is only a Farseer. Gets level 2 now. Okay, so he can spam Chain Lightning if he wants to, but that's a lot of mana as well. Knows that the Archmage is shocking around the base to do some more damage. I really like that play by Sok again. Good splits. Archmage distracting. Footy's defending. But this was not the most tricky build of them all so far. This will be coming in maybe 2 minutes once the TC is out. And it is double Beastery, Mass Raiders. This might even be a Shockwave play.
Under siege.
The longer the game goes, obviously the better it is for Sok. And Lin is on a timer. Has to do some damage, maybe tear down some towers. Problematic is Archmage health. Oh, wow. Gets the first one cancelled. That was a little sloppy. Not continue running. And Footmen are starting to go down as well. Sock's mid game, not the greatest, but he goes into defend now. That was quite an investment. Took some time off him. First tower is up against wolves as well. Archmage is able to heal now. And Expo's up and mining. Will be fortified here too. And Lin goes Mass Raiders. Some time to creep.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Sock, everything seems to be lining up after that little hiccup here. More towers, blacksmith, tech running. Oh, can you afford this steal? Not really. Yeah, Archmage almost finds him, Fastia finds himself in this round. There was lots of damage from the Footman, but he's just here to buy time, not to do tremendous damage, just whatever he can. Slow down Archmage away from level 3 and get probably Shockwave. This could also be a tier 3 play by Sock, even though it's usually Chemico's way of playing it. Claws +5 on the overlay. Yeah. We've got that for quite some time actually. And you know, claws were patched over a year ago from +6 to +5. Good morning, sir. Nice harass with his Archmage. This is exactly what Sock wants. He can go for the trades. He has the base more. Doesn't want to feed the TC too much. Got a Headhunter. Lin is on the opposite side of the map of where he wants to be. And he's expanding now. And it's not tier 3 into air, as I said. Rather a Chemico way of playing. Nice base defense. Town Hall very, very protected. Same in the main. Sock got really good at that. Since he got lamed a couple of times by... Oh, Linguagua! Archmage though! No, 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 no! This is not allowed to happen! Shockwave, okay, no stomp, otherwise this could have been the death of the Archmage. Raiders attack the altar, Mountain King will come out. Is it clap first, maybe? No, Stormbolt it is for that Raider. That is a kill. Ooh, big damage done, but Sock lives.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Lin is buying time for his own expansion. Does that go hand in hand with the tech switch? Into Shaman. Or will he continue with Raiders? And Shockwave. Raiders, very good at tearing down buildings. Very bad at fighting. It's Lin, not Linguagua. Yes, I know that, but... that doesn't change my point, really, does it? Because Linguagua played this Mass Raider style the most... I would say a year ago. And that's when every human learned to wall off against Orc. Ooh. Zeppelin drop, and this Expo is not done yet. Is it enough damage? With the Shredder. Something we see more and more. Kinda doubtful that this damage is enough. Shredder can't really reach for a long time. Shockwave again onto everything. Chain Lightning as well. Mass AoE. He can't TP out. At what cost is the question? It's so close! but he calculated this perfectly. Goes on the cost of a Zeppelin, on the cost of a TP, but he got the Shredder out. And Lin again not doing any damage to the expansion, loses the base. Extraordinary play by Sock again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Across the entire day and week, Sock is just on fire. What a sick snipe that was. He's ready for a potential Wyvern transition. Lin lost his lifeline basically. Mana Stone, nice rune braces as well. But yeah, no all in from Lin, rather the second base, and that one was sniped.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sock in this shape is really scary. Really scary. But okay, force another town portal. Makes things very expensive. Shockwave into nowhere. Whoopsie. Level 4. Level-wise, Lin is far ahead. Sock is banking so much. So greedy. 1300 gold. Queuing more upgrades here. Has all the resources for it. And Lin is transitioning as well, going into Shaman now. Lin is incredibly strong versus fast expo though. He's great at playing with a level lead. That is very true. But Sock is lining up for the death ball. Oh, that's another TP soon. The map awareness by Lin is just out of this world. Second TP. And just a tiny bit, he gets another double kill. But the time of this area of effect damage is soon to be over as breakers are coming in. This time, the expansion won't be sniped. He delayed this by 2.5 minutes though, so that's fine. And this is the window that Sock has to use. Spend your gold, gather an army, and crush your opponent.
A player's forces are under attack.
What? Oh no! No, 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 no! No way! No! Oh! Holy! Slight misclick, eh? Imagine it's... Orcs would get pillaged from that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Helen seems a little overwhelmed. For now, at least. But he's catching up in supply, or he stays head-to-head in supply. Finally, Sock was able to creep a little bit, but the Mountain King, it's like 2-1 versus 4-4. The level lead is extraordinary, and of course you can play Shockwave Chain Lightning until the end of days. Mountain King unable to stop him. He needs Clap. And can he get out? Lin has 3 heal scrolls. How is he supposed to stop this? For now, he doesn't want to. As Militia is coming in, Shredder is coming in. Finally some levels with some good kills. So many Militia, oh my god. I mean, why not? He has 3k lumber. But Sock needs to get this big army. He needs to switch his role in this game. Desperately trying to get some levels in. 1 heal scroll, 1 invul. Lin is going shopping again. 3 heal scrolls. Dying of Courage, very nice for the MK. But okay, the big protection, the farms are gone. Chain Lightning again, quad kill. Oh man, Lin is just so good at this. And Sock has to respond, otherwise his expo is down. Almost no repair. Almost no repairs. So many militia are coming, but I think Lin got this. Shockwave, right clicks, no repair. Dead it is! What a surgical strike. And Sock's army, because of all the town portals and all the trades he took, was never, ever, ever competitive with Lin. Despite the Expo kill. So well done. 500 bits by Sonic. One of the best sick performances since Michael Jordan's flu game. Your effort is appreciated, Neil. Trying to bring you the best games in the world to your home screens, obviously.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now we're getting close to level 5. Very close to level 5. This little choke point though, tough to do. Still 3 heal scrolls. Clap in the front. Breaker's not affected by that wave. The Shredder is useless. First Breaker down, 1 Raider behind enemy lines. This is where the Shredder starts to shine. First heal scroll used. Sock is holding on to that 1 he got. Invo potion left. Oh my god. The chain wave. Out of this world. Heal scroll used finally. But the casters, they're getting wrecked by the Wyvern and the AoE. The Mountain King is about to die! Level 5, GG! Lin, what a monstrous performance again. Such a nice comeback. Super well done. Sock with a tremendous early game. Getting that Expo up, but then Lin knew exactly what to do, and that is Creepjack Force TP. Someone in chat wrote it. That's like 600 gold every Creepjack, and right on. Right on. Despite the 1500 gold that he was banking. No chance, really. Lin built the perfect army, pretty much. Always the right amount of raiders, always dealing the necessary damage. Got the levels. And then the levels carried him. Wonderfully done. Wonderfully executed. And of course we go into the second map right away. Those games are always fun. Which ones? Human going into old school Mass Griffin off of Expo. Yeah, I mentioned it. That it's not really Sock's way of playing it. Chemico, I think, does it more. But he also plays this one base tier 3 into air, which I kinda don't like. Very nice map control. Didn't let Sock creep much. Yeah. Creepjack is everywhere was the key to victory here for Lin. And now he's 1 step away from the round of 8. It's the similar task or similar system to what we saw in AWL or also GCS / WGL back in the day with 2 GSL style groups. So as the game starts, I sent you into a tiny little break to prevent that there's automated ads within game time. You'll just miss a little bit of the early game then, if you're not a sub, of course. Round 2. Tide Hunters it is. And once again a map with only 1 shop. So Sock needs a little bit of better map control this time. Everything else was quite fine, if not for the high hero levels. This Expo was unpunished. It will be harder to do this here as the map is smaller. the sentry wards did help a little bit. With Lin, he got them back to back on 2 maps. But with Lin, I wonder if he even needs sentry wards or if he just knows exactly what's happening at all times. With all these creep jacks, man, that was so good. Super mega fast tech. I don't wanna count Sock out though. I think his strongest plays are with 1 base. As we've seen in the games against Soin. And the 2 base really not that great. Lin is switching it up again. Not going for an early level 2, but rather making sure that there's no tier 1 expansion. Somium, thank you for the sub.
Players' forces are under attack.
Once again, 3 farm, but this time tech. So no expo here. I really like this. Yeah, the strategical depth of Sock is really extraordinary. Well, we've seen 3 times the same by Chemico. Sock is a different beast these days. And he's contesting the middle for level 2. But I think Lin is getting his objective here, especially when he gets the turtle. Not allowed! And he doesn't get it. Okay. Whew, dodging bullets here, Sock. If this turtle goes to Lin, there's a big delay on Brilliance Aura.
Forces are under attack.
Thank you, Shaka, for the 2-month resub. Thanks for the cast, lads. Thanks to for the support. Okay, calm game here. Both contest each other. Sock is trying to find an opening. He's pretty heavy on Footman, so you really want to get something done with him. Either fast creeping or ideally threaten a burrow.
The town is under siege.
Oh, but man, Lin is so ready. He sees this coming, of course. And for this early aggression, this is not working as well as it did against Soin. Soin found himself under pressure by Sock the entire series. But Lin, as I said, is a different beast. Archmage again. Whoopsie. Catching a couple of hits from the wolves. Too much. Grimbad the Terrible. Tier 1 sub 6 months. Thanks for so much amazing content. Wasn't even too much recently, but thank you, thank you, thank you. In comparison to previous month. And a rifle build again. This worked well for Sock, but yeah, Lin just shutting every attempt of building damage down. No chance to cancel a Beastery, no chance to cancel a Spirit Tower, no angle to attack a burrow. Very, very well defensive play by Lin.
A town is under siege.
While always poking and scouting. I'm very impressed. How can you not be impressed with Lin? Especially if you compare Sock vs Soin and now Sock vs Lin. A different tier for sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
In this very matchup at least. Sock let go of his Beastmaster plays, maybe on a possible map 3. And is trading Footman versus Headhunters ideally, which is a good choice. Footmen don't scale too well into the mid game, Headhunters do. When it comes to damage and creep speed.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Sock at 1 base. Means, of course, he's on a counter. But man, he's feeling confident now. After all the damage he did to Headhunter and Heroes, a Stormbolt could potentially be a kill. And if he takes out Shaman first, that prolongs the life of a Water Elemental. And that's a big one. Rifle coming in to block maybe a little bit. And that TC is all on his own. Couple of reinforcements coming in the back to maybe backstep on Priests. Ding dong, dang ding dong. Thank you for the 5-month resub. Sock with amazing tier 2 pressure while waiting for his casters. Just gotta be careful with his Archmage, but there's nothing to really be afraid about. No Storm, no Wave, no Chain Lightning. He can all calculate this perfectly and retreat whenever he feels it suits him best. Stormbolt again. This Shaman, the first 2 Shaman down. Oh, wow. What a revenge by Sock. Almost as good as it gets when it comes to mid games. Gawine87, thank you for the 4-month resub.
Player's forces are under attack.
You guys are lovely today. So is Sock, so is Lin. Tremendous Warcraft. Look at the block, but also look at the counter focus. Farseer just barely getting out. We do have Stomp now. That must be the TP. How long can he stay in there? He wants more kills. Is he too confident? The Priest heal keeps him alive. Insane. Was this too ballsy? Was this too greedy? Or was this the perfect amount of damage taken? Lin with 6 saves on Farseer Radar Headhunter. Sock needs healing. Sock needs shop control. What's left? Inward Potion, Heal Scroll, both available. Whew, this could have ended the game already. Kirk22, thank you for the sub. Best human orc in the world right here in the winner bracket. I want more. I want game 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Heal selves did the job. MK level 2. Is he going bash again? Yes. Was very, very successful against Soin with that. When the mana pool is limited. Supply even. Level lead clearly for Sock. Militia coming in, flanking, making it very hard to retreat now. Has to go to the bottom right hand side where the expansion is supposed to build, and here comes the surround again. Lightning Shield Stomp is terrible, terrible damage. But it's only Militia, that's calculated, and that expansion is shut down. Both stay at 50, both stay at 1 base. Inward Potion on Sock. A heal scroll is possible as he doesn't have to rebuild an army here. But Lin closer and closer to 3. Getting a Sock for free basically. And here we go. Onto that TC once again. There is potions, barely any mana, maybe a little overconfident. Stomp on 4 units, mostly throwaway footmen. And Archmage level 3 finally. That Brilliance Aura level 2 is a difference maker. Fight all over the place. Raiders take care of castles on the left hand side. Footmen traded for grunts. The TC makes his way to the shop and gets level 3 now. But more and more of the front line of Lin is falling. Even supplies still. Man, these Raiders on the left hand side, they're doing a phenomenal job. But is it gonna be enough? Invo Potion dodges the Stomp! Phenomenal play by Sock! Holy moly! Point blank. He saw it coming. Sock sees the Matrix. If he keeps this Mountain King safe, that must be his game. Shaman falling. Little bit of Purge. Chain Lightning. Desperate attempts by Lin. But that cannot be enough, and it isn't. Still a strong army for the Orc. Altar Revive. Was that too much commitment? The units misrallied, running into Lin's army. Big mistake here. That happened 3 to 4 times in this fight. If the rally point is set a little better, that's Sock's game. But huge XP lead. $10 by Ringelnet. Much love, mate. Keep it up. Looking forward to every piece of Warcraft 3 art. Yeah, man. The way these guys play is definitely art. The Kodos were all saved with the rifleman in level 3 MK. That's exactly what he wanted. Can he snipe this? Not really. Item? Point of mana stealing. Not too shabby against the Mountain King, I guess. And again the miss rally. Sock with kind of rookie mistakes, unfortunately. Mountain King in the middle of everything. Has no TP. He's a tanky boy with ring and gauntlets. The way Lin is fighting back without his second hero. Only Lin thinks. Only Lin thinks. He grabbed the lead in this game after losing his second hero. He fed so many units into the Orc army. Pungent Stink, thank you for the 2-year resub. Best 2 years of my life, thank you. And Sock, he will analyze this replay. Oh, he probably knows already. Bite his ass multiple times.
The player's forces are under attack.
But he has a huge bank. He can't afford that for now. But Lin also getting the marketplace. That was the objective that Sock wanted. After the zero kill. Red spot for Lin as well. Supply lead equalized. Devotion aura is nice. Mana stone for Lin again. Incredible. Shop has an invul and a heal scroll. Sock breaking upkeep, he has to push this. 1 tower up. Can maybe ignore it. Pierre Parks, thank you for the 13-month resub. Sock continues to slow things down. He's not happy with his army composition yet. That was a miss here. Oh, that takes so much time. He knows about the expo now. Or I guess for quite a bit, otherwise he would have positioned differently. Item, Rune Bracers. Only 1 Kodo, 2 Raiders, level 4, 3 heroes, good items for Lin all around. Supply, even. This is where the game decides itself. This decides over the fate of the expansion, over the fate of Sock in the winner bracket. Stomp, just barely. This is good damage, but not too much. Kingdom 4 heal potion, just purge. Chain lightning, level up, gives a little bit more HP. He wants this MK so bad. Invul, last second. No invis ready, and that stops the push. Simple hero focus. Dodges that stumble again. Dodges the bolt with an invul. So well done. Revenge for what happened in the fight in the mid section of this map. And this is all in, isn't it? Mountain King will be in artillery in a second, but this is so many units lost. Lin tearing through this, all in by Sock, all for the cow, all for the cow! But the Mountain King dies first, both die actually! What's happening? Level 5 Archmage, soon to be very 5 Farseer, both second heroes down. And there we go, Chain Lightning, what a beast, level 3 Wolves, Invis, beasts! Not enough gold to get the MK back. Tavern revive. Level 3 wolves, they will eat these rifles in seconds. I tell you, Mountain King is back. At least a little bit of bash. And a tank in the front row. My god, tug of war continues, but I think MVP wolves. Mass murder. Lin 2-0. Sick games. And we have Lin in the playoffs. What a crazy series. Sock came close, but in the end, Lin is the war chief. Only one map lost to Chemico. And afterwards, controlled all quite well, I want to say. Nicely done. Sick turnarounds where other orcs would crumble. He doesn't. He finds the way back with map control. Here, after his hero died, he took the lead. That's insane. That's insane. Overcommitment by Sock. Big mistake by Sock. Throwing his army into what's left of the orc army and allowing Lin to come back, feeding him to come back. And then that is a mistake you can't afford. And that is Lin in the round of 8. And our lower bracket consists of Soin, Chemico, and of course Sock has another chance to fight back as he stands in the lower bracket final where he will meet the winner of Chemico and Soin. So let's see. The odds for a human to advance are quite high, but who's it gonna be? Or maybe Soin surprises us all. We'll be back after a little break.